Kayla, welcome to Cricket Fanatics Magazine. It's the first time we bringing you on the channel. I've been trying to organize it for a while, but you've been so busy with life, with cricket, etc. I just want to start off by welcoming you first. And how are you doing now after the World Cup? Of course, you're back with Western Province. How are you feeling?
Yeah, first of all, thank you for having me. It was a bit unexpected, but super exciting. Said it's always a first for everything. Yeah, it's great to be back home in the mother city. I've missed some Cape Town air, and also the sea. But yeah, also great to see the family again and being back with the girls. I've missed them a lot also. So yeah, great to be back.
So I'd like to go a little bit more in depth into your character, into your history, and where things started for you as a cricketer. For this issue of the magazine, we're going to be focusing on under-19 cricket and leading up to under-19 SA cricket as well. But I just want to start with your journey. Where did the love for cricket start and how did you get introduced to the game?
Yeah, I don't have that cliche story of I started with my brother and my dad and so on.
That's
I've actually, no, my parents told me I was a very busy baby. So they always placed a round object in my hand. And yeah, and then when I was 5 years old, they sent me to play with the boys, the small boys. And yeah, ever since fell in love with the game, you know. And yeah, grade 4 came and my mum was like, don't you want to stop? Because it's like red ball, it's hard, you know, you're gonna get sore. And I was like, no, I'm gonna keep on playing. And yeah, since then, just been playing cricket and yeah, quite exciting times.
I know your mom plays a big role in your career and in your life as well as a cricketer. We see her very active on social media as well. Can you just tell me about that relationship with her and how she's guided you on the journey?
Yeah, look, my parents are both active, my mom and dad.
Yeah.
Always been active, and yeah, I think my parents are divorced and my mom has helped a lot with traveling up and down with my sport since I've started with the Western Province under 16 girls, and then ever since just coming to Newlands back and forth. So yeah, she definitely played a big role, and dad also taking me to games, come and support also, just like mom. So yeah, parents, they do play a big role, and I think I wouldn't have been here without them, without their support and without their help.
Now we know it's difficult for women in the game to be exposed to the sport, of course, and to find places to play the sport and take it professional, because it's only recently that it's actually become a professional sport for women. So I just want to know, because I heard your name around the circuit quite young already, around the Western Province team, and a lot of coaches obviously around the country have been speaking about you for quite some time. I don't know if you know that, but I started hearing about your name when you were quite young. So can you just talk to me about that start of your career? When did you start thinking, you know, I can actually make this a career for myself?
Look, since I've stepped into the senior space, I think I was grade 9 or grade 10. I didn't take it too serious that time because it wasn't professional, there were no contracts, there were no money on the line. Even though I would play the sport without money because I just love it. But since it started being professionalized, I think it's the second season now already.
Yeah.
You know, the game is growing so fast and you need to keep up with it also. And you know, since I think it was grade 11, grade 12.
Yeah.
I think grade 11, when I actually realized yes, I can actually make something out of it, you know. And that was quite crazy to think that way, but also really excited because I was so young, and you know, the sooner you start realizing what is professionalism, you will get more used to it when you get onto the big stages. But yeah, I think that was where I actually realized yes, you know, to make something out of it.
And when it comes to playing the game, was it at school level, club level, or did you kind of just find yourself into the system from, how did you get scouted by Western Province, for example?
Yeah, so no, I obviously started in school.
Yeah.
And then I think I've got introduced to Coach Kobus that time. And then obviously Coach Clay started with her when I was 11 years old. And I went to under 13, under 16 Western Province Girls Trials, but then just jumped to under 16 directly. And then played 2-3 years there, and then I jumped into Western Province under 19, played club in between here and there. And then yeah, I think my second last year of under 19, I made the SA schools, and then obviously 2023 it was the first Under-19 World Cup, and then I was like, yes, yeah, okay, this is crazy. Like everything is happening so fast. But also like made my debut for Western Province women at that time, during that time. Yeah, I think my high school year was probably the busiest of making debuts and you know, moving under 16, under 19 women, SA under 19. Just played my last under 19 one. But yeah, now back with the women's, senior women's, and see where it's going. Yeah.
So which school did you go to, and how's the cricket program?
I went to high school Bellville, not the technical one. Went there, matriculated there, started there, everything. Yeah, look, I didn't play with the girls because I was starting just with it.
Okay, cool.
But looking back now, my brother is there now, so just looking at the girls' cricket there now, it's quite exciting and how it's grown also.
Brilliant.
But not only Bellville, you know, every single school I'm going to or like visiting or hearing from, it's like there's a girls' cricket team.
Yeah.
And that is crazy to think about. I'm actually getting goosebumps. Like, just when I was also at Under-19 World Cup now, it's like you inspired a new generation also, like younger girls also.
Definitely.
And it's crazy to think about that because you're also still so young. But it's so exciting to just see, you know, how the game is growing so fast.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I mean, we watched that World Cup quite closely. We were all cheering you on. You guys were absolutely fantastic. I mean, the way you performed, the way you carried yourself on the field. Malaysia, a lot of people didn't expect it to be there. Tell us about the country and your experience in the country.
Yeah, look, that was my first time there. Let's not talk about the conditions. That was crazy.
Yeah.
I thought I could have run away from the heat, but seems like that's not happening. But yeah, very nice people, very proud of their nation, and also very humble. They are very welcoming also when we were there, hardworking people also. But culture-wise, so interesting. Like we went to a culture village,
Okay.
and just like seeing how the different cultures work, that was quite like eye-opening. I would definitely want to go back again someday.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then also like the cricketing, it's not a big cricketing country, you know, but we had a cricket clinic also with young boys and young girls, and just like seeing how they love the sport, even though they are not introduced to that yet, and not playing it like every single day like we do. Yeah, I can tell you a lot of stories, but that's just like some of it. But yeah, really nice country, beautiful country, yeah.
Let's talk about that World Cup experience, because I mean, it was an amazing achievement, what you guys achieved. And I want to talk about under-19 cricket and the standard and where it's going, because I mean, Dinesh has done an excellent job with bringing young girls into the game and exposing them to the highest level. Can you maybe give some insight into other young cricketers about the game and what your experience was like at that World Cup, the tense moments, I mean, obviously making it so far in the tournament as well?
Yeah, look, you mentioned Coach D. We can only say thank you to her also, because she's really hardworking and she's very driven. She knows what she wants out of her players and also what she wants to achieve, not only individually but also with a team. But yeah, hats off to her also, respect. But yeah, the World Cup experience was, you know, it was not long. Everything happened so fast. Yeah. You know, we played every single second day, I think. Yeah. You know, but the rain-affected matches, we knew it was like a rainy city. Most of the rainy cities in Malaysia that we went to for group stages. And then also we went in Super Sixes also in Borneo. Yes. But in the previous interviews that I also had, they asked like, did it affect your rhythm? Yeah. And I was like, no. Because we always spoke about being adaptable as a unit, and being adaptable not only to conditions but like on the field also. Like you need to be adaptable as a cricketer in all. Of course. But yeah, like look, semis, finals, that was crazy. Like we went there with one goal, is to obviously win the trophy, but unfortunately we didn't get that. But I'm so proud of the girls. Like I'm really proud of it. I'm proud of them. And what we achieved as a unit. You know, there was growth on and off the field. Yeah. And Yeah, just thinking back, reflecting, obviously we're disappointed, but I'm taking nothing away from the girls also because, I mean, we're so young and we're still also learning about our game and our skill set as individuals. But yeah, it was World Cup. Like, if you get exposed now, maybe one day you can, you know, like knock on the door and say like, you know, also I'm here to prove a point also, and you know, yeah, just keep on working hard.
Yeah, we're incredibly proud of you as a fan base as well, because we are so far behind when it comes to India and Australia with regards to the development of cricket in South Africa. So they are very far ahead with their development and the amount of money that they invested into it. So very proud of the team. I just want to ask you about your captaincy, because I mean, the maturity you showed throughout the tournament and throughout your career so far. When I'm sitting here with you, you wouldn't think that you're speaking to a person that just played under 19 cricket. I mean, the way you think about the game, the way you speak about your experiences. So just tell me about your captaincy and what is your style of captaincy?
I think it is very aggressive. Not aggressive like in a rude way, but like I like to think a lot also technical wise. But I know what I want to achieve as a captain and what I want to be as a person for the team. But I don't know, it's more composed, but yeah, I don't know. I'm also very observant.
Yes.
Like, see what everyone does on the field. I'm also very, being adaptable. Yeah, but you know, captaincy, it's a tough thing to do. It's not only on-field stuff, but off-field stuff that you need to deal with. But I love it. Like, that's part of the journey. That's part of what captaincy is. You know, it comes with pressure. It comes with challenges. They always say pressure needs to be your best friend. And I love that sentence because you get that a lot in cricket.
I love that.
And yeah, I just love being captain, but also like being here with the Western Province girls, being under Leah Jones and Danai van die Kerk has played here. Like, I'm very observant of how they also do things and how they go about their game on the field. And yeah, just seeing what they do.
Can you maybe just give some advice to a younger girl that's watching this now, that's looking up to you and wanting to take a career in cricket?
I've read a quote the other day. The one athletic woman, I think she runs track, and then she said, you're running your own race. Like, stop comparing yourself to the next person. You're running your own pace, you're writing your own story, you know. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe just keep on working hard. Play the sport that you love. Yeah, that's why I do it.
Perfect.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kayla.